Let us see how to do and run a program in PLC. For demonstrating this in PLC, let us take a simple program. The exercise is develop a PLC program to glow a light cyclically on and off for 5 seconds each and run the program in the PLC. Let us write the program and try to attempt this program in the PLC software and let us run it in the PLC. The program for this particular question, that is a light need to be on and off cyclically for 5 seconds each. That means let us take a red light that is on for 5 seconds and off for 5 seconds cyclically. For this we have developed a program like this. So in this program we see that there is S1, there is a switch, it's normally open switch. There is another closed switch here, named it as T2, stands for timer number 2, and timer number 1 for 5-second delay timer. So the system runs like this. So once we enable the switch S1, through this normally closed switch, the timer will be getting a signal and the timer will be on after 5 seconds because it's a 5-second on delay timer. Once the timer T1 is through, then a signal will be given to this output, that is a red light will be glowing. Once the red light is glowing, another timer will be started, that is another 5-second delay on delay timer. Once the 5-second on delay timer is through, this T2 will be off because it is changing the status. So that means even if the switch S1 is through, because it is open, the signal to the timer T1 will be off. So what happens is the circuit through this R will also be off, so that the R will be off, the red light will be off. Once this is off, the timer 2 will also be off. At that time, then the timer 2, this circuit will again becomes closed because it is connected with the status of this T2. Once this is through, again the timer T1 will be working. After 5 seconds the timer T1 will be through, then a red light will be glowing. Again, once the red light is glowing, another timer T2, that will take a delay of 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, this timer will be off because the timer T2 will be open in this circuit. So this is working like a cyclic circuit, and the timing is 5 seconds on and 5 seconds off. Here S1 is a switch and R is a red light, and T1 and T2 are timers having delay of 5 seconds. The same program, when we write in the Mitsubishi controller that we are having in the lab, we have to use the notation that are acceptable by the Mitsubishi controller. So here we are using the same program using notation X0 for the input switch S1, and K50 here, it's an indicator of a time period, delay period for the timer, and here Y0 is the output that is linked with the red light. So this is the program. Now let us see how we can do the program in the PLC, and let us run the PLC after seeing the parts of the PLC. Now we have run the program in the computer. You can see that there is a computer and there is a PLC board here. The PLC board is connected to the computer through a cable. The program in the computer will be transferred to the PLC through the cable. Now let us see how we can run the program in the PLC. We have a Windows based application for this PLC. You double click on the Windows based PLC application, so it will open the Mitsubishi controllers PLC application. We have to select the file and start a new project. Then we will get the programming screen. There automatically one line will be appearing. There, if you double click it, you will get options of open switch, close switch, output, etc. Then you just click it and then give the notations there. Just double click on a location, select the item you have to place there, then you give the notation. Once you complete one run, automatically the end line will be going to the next line. So in order to program the next line, again you start double clicking on the end line so that the end line will be going to the second line again. That's how you can complete the program. Now we have completed the programming process. After completing it, we have to send this program to the PLC. For that, first we have to select convert, that is so that the machine can read it, then select online, then use write to PLC, then execute, so that this program will be written on the PLC. Then we can run the program in the PLC based on this once the switch that we have configured is enabled. Now the writing process is going on. The writing is completed. This is a cable that is connecting the computer to the PLC. This is a PLC, that is Mitsubishi. In this there are many switches. These switches can be connected to the program. Here we have output ports, and the output can be connected with LED here, because instead of actual outputs we have simulated the output by using LEDs in this particular setup. Once the connections are appropriately made, we can start running the program. In this particular program, for on-off cyclic timing, we have used only one switch. This is used for running the program, and this is the light that is connected now to produce the output. So when we switch on this particular switch, this particular light will be on for 5 seconds and off for 5 seconds, and that's how we are going to run the program. Now let us run the program. This is the input switch. I am going to switch it on. So we have got an output here. Let us see how the output behaves. It goes off and on. So this is a cyclically operated light. So we have seen the working of the PLC. Let us try to do program with simple exercises and attempt to run with the PLC here. Thank you.